kings and queens, everything between. This is due with. I know I sound a little bit scratchy and everything like that. That's because I'm just really waking up and decided to record my initial review of Monday Night Raw, which happened last night. And this was a just like last week's last week's Raw. This was pretty good. I liked it all the way. I liked it all the way through. And the thing is that the audience, the so-called fans, ruin moments, ruin what could have been like a big moment, which was a big moment. You know, it was a big moment. Let's get this out of the way real quick, and that is Raquel and Aaliyah winning the women's tag team championships. Yep, that's right. You heard me. Raquel Raquel and Aaliyah beat Io Sky and Dakota Kai for the for the once vacated women's tag team titles. And it was a complete, it caught me off guard. Like, really caught me off guard. And happy for the both of them for winning those titles. What what kind of just kind of like got rid of it for me was the crowd. The live crowd is what made the moment not so impactful, not so special. It just felt like it just felt like during the whole match, the crowd was just completely dead, and I'm like, why? You have a title match between uh, the favorites versus the most unlikely to win it, and guess what happened? The most unlikely won, and instead of any type of reaction, like I would even took shock or boos or any type of cheers or anything. But nope, it just kind of is telling of the thought process of majority of of women's matches in WWE and what they honestly think of them. And it's kind of like that's that's really telling what y'all think of the women's tag team division as a whole. Cause let's be clear, Triple H is going to have to really, if he really wants those women's tag team championships to mean something, he really has to make them important, as important as the unified tag team championships, which it's I don't know how important they are at this point because the Usos are like holding them hostage, both titles, and it's kind of like, is there actually a team that's going after them like at this point? No, no, honestly. But also like then make them as important as the mid card titles. All right, make them as important as the United States Championship, the Intercontinental Championship. Make them feel like even for their short tenure of being a part of the WWE, make them feel like they are as important as those titles. You know, But with that out of the way, congratulations to Raquel Rodriguez, or is it Raquel Rodriguez or is it Raquel Gonzalez? I think they changed your last name about a couple of times, back and forth. So I'm gonna go with Rodriguez because that's what they said last night. So, and Aaliyah, congratulations to Raquel and Aaliyah on winning the women's tag team championship. Uh, like I said, genuine shock. Didn't think that it would go. Didn't think that they would win this soon. But the fact that they did win, just like I'm really interested in where this is going. And Dexter Lumis continues to be to stalk the Miz to the point where he's starting to see Dexter Lumis everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. And I think this is the most interesting and fun. The most interesting story that's going on is Dexter Lumis is freaking basically stalking the Miz and is about to kidnap him again, because Miz had himself a match against Bobby Lashley, and throughout the whole match, Miz was just paranoid as crap and scared that Dexter was going to kidnap again, and uh, he was showing up stage. Like, everybody saw him up on the stage, up in the rafters, but Tommaso Ciampa didn't see him. And I think I think whatever's going on is going to have a big payoff at the end of it. I believe it does. And then the rivalry continues between Matt Riddle and who, by the way, he got his first name back. Look at that. The changes are already happening. But we got Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. Uh, they showed the clip of earlier where they were in the parking lot, and they were getting into it in the parking lot, getting separated from by security and other personnel that was there. So, and then it turned into a backstage, the side by side talk that they do, where Corey was giving the interviews, which I was like, why him? Anyway, that's just me. But anyway, it was they were going back and forth and everything like that, and ended up continuing their brawl, like, to the point where Riddle was just like, all right, I'm about to come find you. And they were brawling, and I enjoy that. Like, I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited because at first I was kind of like, all right, where's this going? Like, I didn't feel it. I wasn't feeling it at first, but now it's starting to get a little bit more intense, and it's like, oh, okay, okay, you got my attention, and I'm just waiting for Clash at the Castle at this point, which brings me to one of the moments between two, Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens, with Sammy and Jimmy at ringside, and the best moment was Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn maybe teaming back up with Kevin Owens soon. And they may be going after the tag team titles. And I see it. I see it. Sammy hesitated to attack him with the chair. It was like, you're supposed to hit him with the chair. And they, you're supposed to hit him with the chair. That's what you're supposed to do. And then Jay got stunnered. 1, 2, 3 from Kevin Owens. It was a good match. Good match all the way through. And with the story going between Sammy, the Bloodline, and Kevin Owens is good. That was an unexpected turn as well. And then Edge making fun of the Judgment Day was like the talk of the like was one of the things that was just like, you came up with this, but you're gonna make fun of him. I was like, okay. I mean, it's Edge. It's no longer his. So the way that he disconnects, he just make fun of it. It's like, that ain't mine no more. So not Judgment Day, more like you named yourself after a pay-per-view. Something. That's something I would have said. But yeah, only for it to be a setup for a sneak attack between with the Mysterios going after Balor and Priest, with leaving Dominic and Rhea in the ring in one of those, again, interesting segments. Those interesting moments. Another interesting moment where Dominic had the kendo stick. Rhea told him to put it down, to hand it to her. And he did. I was like, wait, time out. What is actually going on here? What is going on in this moment? What is this? And confirmed, Clash at the Castle is going to be Rey Mysterio and Edge, the former tag team champions, right there, right? Former tag team, right? They won the tag team championships together, right? Back in the day. Versus Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Damian Priest, where Dominic is going to be at ringside and Rhea is going to be at ringside as well. I am completely convinced that Dominic is going to either betray them or accidentally cost them the match, cost Edge and Rey Mysterio the match. So, whew, it's a lot. It's a lot that happened. One, but I do have a major gripe. Like, one of the things that I do have a major gripe about is the importance. Like, it feels like Clash at the Castle is built for the males. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's no women's championship being defended there. Not even the women's, not even the, no, it's the women's championship. I think the women's championship, the SmackDown, the SmackDown women's championship is being defended at Clash at the Castle, but not the Raw's women's championship, which kind of is like, okay. And I get it. In a way, I get it. They don't want to defend every title at the pay-per-view because it's not necessary to have every title defended at the pay-per-view unless that is the pay-per-view's purpose, is to defend every title. Because right now I can see, right now I'm understanding that Bianca doesn't have much of a rival yet. They're building Bailey up as a potential rival for her women's championship. But at the moment it is Alexa Bliss and Asuka are involved in this, and I'm definitely excited for that match though. I'm definitely excited for that match at Clash at the Castle. It's going to be a lot of it. I really am hoping for the classic type of WWE moments where everybody hits their signature. Everybody hit their signature and finisher moves on each other, and it's just utter chaos. Like I just would like to see something like that. You know, that one type of moment. And also what happened on Raw? Kurt Angle returned, right? Kurt Angle hometown hero return, uh, and was confronted by Alpha Academy, and I was like, this is probably like, yo, why couldn't Kurt Angle just be the manager for Alpha Academy? Why not? Why not? Like I saw that. Like we all been seeing this for a long time and been saying this, and why not? Why not? So instead we got the Street Profits taking on them taking on Alpha Academy, and with the Street Profits getting the victory and enjoying some milk with Kurt Angle, and I was like, yeah, nostalgia. You know, it's a good feeling. You know, glad to see Kurt back. And one I did miss is AJ Styles and Dolph Ziggler taking on. They take on Judgment Day. Yeah, they took on Judgment Day. Okay. Okay. Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles. A team that I could get behind. I honestly can get behind that team. And also just like I'm really excited for Raw. The fact that I'm like, it may sound like I'm tired because I kind of am. It's kind of early still, but I wanted to get this out of the way. I wanted to record this, not to get out of the way. I didn't mean to say it like that, but I wanted to record it so then it can stay fresh in my memories, in my brain, because if I would have done this any later, I would. Everything would have been mixed. Everything would have been probably jumbled. I was like, well, Dakota Kai jumped on Bianca Belair's stomach, and she puked out the rainbow. And I was like, the graphics were kind of great for what they were, but at the same time, I give it a 6. Right? Like I don't want to. I didn't want to mess it up for everybody. So my personal if I was going to give it a number, out of 5, I would give Raw a 3.5. Nope, I would give it a 4. I would give it a 4 out of 5 Raw, and that is because there were a lot of interesting moments and a lot of storylines that are being forwarded right now, and it's just going to, and I believe it is getting much more interesting leading up to Clash at the Castle, and what will happen at Clash at the Castle will be all the sweeter. So with that said, kings and queens and everything in between, What are your thoughts on what happened on Monday Night Raw? What are your thoughts? What would you give Monday Night Raw altogether? What was your favorite match? What was your least favorite match? And in the comments below, tell me tell me which storylines, and do you want to see? Do you want to, are you the most interested in? Which segments, which storylines really spoke to you? So in the comments below, just go ahead and do that, y'all. And I will be back with another video probably on I can't make any promises about tomorrow, but next week for sure. Get a couple of videos in. All right. This has been Dude, and I will see y'all the next time. Peace out.